Hello, this is Shahida Hill of Destination Douglasville, your Douglas County Realtor, and I wanted to share the Douglas County foreclosure auction process. For those of you that may not have had an opportunity to see how it works, I went on a little field trip so I can share it with you. So I'm going to go over how the process works if you wanted to bid on a foreclosed home in Douglas County. I am going to start out just showing a video here while I go over the process. So number one, so this is the actual, what you'll typically see during the foreclosure process is right in front of the Douglas County Courthouse on Hospital Drive. And again, it happens the first Tuesday of every single month. So if you want to attend, you need to make sure you're marking your calendar for that date. And you'll generally see people just waiting around for the foreclosure to begin. And if you're wondering where you can get the foreclosures ahead of time, a list, you can get them from our local newspaper, which is the Douglas County Sentinel. You can go to auction.com or foreclosure.com and put in Douglas County, and they will have, all of the foreclosures by date. So they'll have it for the first Tuesday of each month. They'll have the addresses. It's not recommended that you try to tour these homes because they may still be occupied. So you want to, just drive around, do as much research as possible about these properties before you actually go on to bid. You want to consult with people to make sure you're not overbidding, spending too much, making sure you kind of get a little bit of an idea of how the condition of the home. A lot of times the condition of the outside represents the condition of the inside. So you want to just do as much research ahead of time as possible before you make a bid, because you'll see what, in my experience, going to the foreclosure auctions in Douglas County, you're seeing a lot of the same people. So they are, experienced. They do this a lot. So they know exactly what they're bidding on. You'll see one time I went to the Douglas County auction, there were only about 1 or 2 homes being auctioned. At the most, maybe I've seen maybe 5 to 6 homes being auctioned. So what you'll generally expect is that the foreclosure auction process begins between 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. So a lot of times you're there all day, because depending on the law firm that's handling the foreclosure, they send a representative out to, facilitate the auction and the bidding process, but there's not a set time where you know exactly what time they're going to arrive. So you want to, just plan to be there for the majority of the day. If there's something you want to bid on, like you've done your research, you know the home that you want to bid on, you may have to be out there for a large portion of the day. So people are bringing their lunch, they're bringing their chairs, and they're just sitting out in front of the courthouse until their home, the home that they're interested in, comes up for auction. Again, the legal representatives come during the day or throughout the day, so you don't know exactly what time they'll arrive. And also prepare to pay on site, because if you win a bid, the expectation is you're ready to pay for that at the same day. You can't come back later. You can't do financing for it. They expect you to pay that day. So you have different denominations of cashier's checks, in maybe 50,000, a couple of those, and a few like 1,000, maybe some 10,000. So you can put together the cashier's checks that match the bid that you're going for. Like, kind of have your maximum amount with you, because the expectation is, again, that you're going to pay that same day. All right, so I'm going to show an actual bid so you can see how that works. But you can see people are coming in and out of the courthouse while this is going on. All right, I'm going to narrate this a little bit because, it may be difficult for you to hear, but I'm also going to try to put the sound on. So let me remove this one, and then I'm going to narrate what you're going to see next. So, and let me remove this so you can see the bottom. All right, so the lady that is on the screen now, she's the legal representative, and she's going to start the bid for this home at $266,000. And you'll see a man to your left that has on a hat, and a man to your right that has on a Adidas tracksuit, you'll see him, and they're kind of going back and forth until someone wins the bid. So let's go ahead and play this video. So he's going to bid at 267. And they're adding their initials to the bid. So if she doesn't look up, she knows who makes that bid. So the tracksuit, he made a bid of 268. The man in the hat made a bid for 269. The man in the tracksuit went up to 270. Green hat went up to 271.
271.
Tracksuit went up to 272.
272. 272.
Green hat went up to 273.
273.
Tracksuit went up to 274.
274. 274 going once, twice.
274.5.
He goes up to 274.5, so 274,500.
274.5.
And then he says 275. She says going once, going twice.
Going once.
He decides not to bid. He's talking to somebody on the phone, so maybe his investors or somebody he's partnering with on this deal. And so the person in the tracksuit, he won the bid at 275. And you know what she did was she waited till the end to collect all of the money from anybody that had won an auction that day. But again, you have to be prepared. She's going to take everything and have you sign off on like the cashier's checks, all the paperwork at the courthouse. So all of that thing, everything, all the paperwork is done there as well. So if you have any questions, I do highly recommend, if you're interested in this, that you attend an auction, you know, with no intention to bid, like your first time. Just go and watch and observe and, you know, learn as much as you can while you're there. And then the next time, if you're ready to bid, then you'll do your research and be prepared. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please put any questions in the comments. Look at my links in the description of this video for any of the foreclosure listings that you may need. Please like and subscribe to my channel for new videos every week.